First tonight, a 68-year-old woman behind a sex trafficking ring operating in Texas has been ordered to federal prison for life. The federal jury convicted Hortensia Medeles Arguello following a 10-day trial and approximately 4 hours of deliberations. She was convicted on all counts: conspiracy to commit sex trafficking, conspiracy to harbor immigrants, aiding and abetting to commit money laundering, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Some victims as young as 14 when the traffickers recruited them. And Eddie, the Valley isn't immune to this sort of crime.
That's right, Marcy. In fact, modern-day slaves are smuggled through the U.S.-Mexico border, staying in the Valley stash houses before being sold to bigger cities. But now, a new state unit is working to curb human trafficking, and Nestor Mato has more on that.
Human trafficking is slavery, a person forced into labor or sexual exploitation, people hoping to make it to America, falling victim, having to pay back smugglers with their lives. Now a new unit is aimed at stopping this dehumanizing business. Last summer, CBS 4 first brought you Paulina's story. She became a slave, she says, after she crossed the border from Mexico into the Valley, searching for the American dream with her family.
Para que el niño estudiara, para que el niño fuera diferente y no viviera la misma vida que yo viví en México.
In no time, that dream turned into a nightmare. Paulina fell victim to human trafficking. She said her husband was her smuggler, and like several in her position, she was forced to perform sex acts. Paulina claims she was trapped for 10 years, afraid to find help, in fear for her life or that she and her children would be deported. Today, Paulina is on the road to recovery, thanks to the RGV Human Trafficking Coalition and other immigrants' rights groups. For others, the dangerous journey is just beginning.
Aquí es el estado de Texas.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton announcing a new unit dedicated to combat human trafficking. Cameron County District Attorney Luis Saenz says help is especially needed right here in the Valley. He says our area is considered a pass-through sector where victims are smuggled, stashed in houses, and sold like property before being moved to bigger cities. Houston has the highest number of victims than any other city in America. Saenz says victims are basically kidnapped, forced to be maids, prostitutes, or assist in crimes.
Because once they use you in committing whatever aspect of the crime you're involved in, they get rid of you, and usually getting rid of you is basically killing you, murdering you.
Authorities say with so many people being smuggled through the Rio Grande, it's a gateway for human trafficking. Several border agencies say they could use the help. The new unit will initially include 5 new investigators, as well as more attorneys and a forensic team.
Anytime you get the state involved, along with the state comes their resources, more manpower to help us down here locally, because we do need the help.
Saenz says the help couldn't come at a better time, with human trafficking cases on the rise in the Valley. Thousands still coming, making that dangerous and sometimes deadly journey, like Paulina, promised a better life, but living in a prison.
Que no somos objetos de nadie y que no debemos permitir la violencia.
Texas has the second highest estimated victim population of any state, with 330 human trafficking cases reported, at least 110 of those involving children. In the studio, Nestor Mato, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.